How you doing? It's your boy Taylor Grant. I'm here with Bellator Claims Resolution, and I'm here to talk to you about the denial of the day. So today's comes to us from Angelo of Boulder, Colorado. We had high winds that damaged our property, i.e. shingles blown off the roof, siding torn off, and the above ground pool picked up and tossed around. Damage to the roof on the garage, as well as soffit and fascia damage. Our adjuster came out pretty quickly, which is nice, right? And I think it was within 2 or 3 days. Supervisor then walked around the house. We all agreed new roofs were needed on both the garage and the house, as well as siding and soffit and fascia. Our adjuster told us to get a couple quotes, so we did. We found 2 very reputable companies to come out. We got estimates. Both were relatively close in price to each other. Adjuster sends out their contractor to get an estimate. Their contractor came in at roughly half the price of the other contractors, and he said that he could piece together the shingles. And the siding, which both companies I called said the color was discontinued. My property is very uniform on the house and the garage and the outbuilding. So now I'm saying I don't want to use their small town guy. I want to use a reputable company that I researched, read reviews, and are comfortable with. The adjuster says no, he can't justify the extra cost. I told him I understood his job was to save his company money. He says no, his job is to settle claims. So this is really good, so stick with me here. Let's see, it has nothing to do with money, he said. This company, in my opinion, is a joke. All I want is for my property to go back to the incredibly beautiful uniform piece of heaven my wife and I had before this windstorm. And this is what the insurance is for, peace of mind. Just have had a bad experience with this company, and if things don't get done to our satisfaction, we will find another insurance provider. And I don't disagree with that. If you want to move insurance companies, that's great. But don't let the insurance company that you have currently off the hook from not doing their job properly. A uniform appearance is absolutely key in getting a claim settled. It's called indemnification. If you had a piecemealed shingle roof with multiple colors and different types of shingles and sizes before the storm, and they want to do that after the storm, maybe, I think it depends on your policy and, details that we could get into later. But ultimately, if your roof wasn't piecemealed and looked uniform before the storm, then indemnification says it needs to be like that after the storm. And you can't be out any more than your deductible. So when insurance companies tell you this, it's for a multitude of reasons. One, yes, the adjuster wants to save them money. Remember, insurance companies are for-profit corporations or mutual companies that if their costs get too high, nobody's going to want to have their insurance, right? So there's so many different things that go into this. But ultimately, if the insurance company isn't doing the right thing, you need to find somebody to fight on your behalf to make sure you're getting your property back to pre-loss condition into the beautiful piece of heaven that you had before the loss, right? And that's all we're saying is, hey, we're not asking for the insurance company to pay all of this extra stuff. But you do deserve indemnification, which just basically means you should be as good or better than before the loss, depending on your policy, and shouldn't be out any more than your deductible. So if you're not experiencing that, contact us today, bellatorclaims.com.